Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out The Power of Few. And this 2013 film was directed by Leon Marcucci and stars Christopher Walken, Christian Slater, and Anthony Anderson, among others, of course. The story of this movie actually follows these 5 stories, and they all kind of have similar events from different perspectives as well, and they all kind of culminate in this final event. And all of the stories are pretty interesting. They have this teenager in poverty trying to find medicine for his baby brother. You have one about this courier who is falling in love with this guy she just met. Then you also have these gangsters who are looking for the guy that she just met. Then you have Christian Slater's character, and he's like an FBI or CIA agent, and he is looking for the Shroud of Turin because apparently it was recently stolen, as we find out from kind of these news segments like kind of diced in there.
Early speculation is that the Shroud of Turin, the burial cloth of the prophet Jesus, has been taken from its safekeeping.
And then we have Christopher Walken, who is a homeless guy, and he wants to clone Jesus. But what will happen exactly? Well, you have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. Well, I gotta say, this movie is very 1999. It is like dripping with 1999 style. Like all the font is very 99, all the music is very 99. It's just very kind of strange, like throwback that way. I actually had to stop it and like see what year it was made in, 2013. So it was just this kind of like quirky and interesting kind of throwback style. I'll try to clip it in here for you. And if that's not 1999, then I don't know what is. So definitely just this interesting throwback style. And as for the stories, I thought they were pretty interesting. I, of course, enjoyed some more than others, but I enjoyed most of them for sure. They have this kind of interesting Shroud of Turin being stolen, which is like apparently the cloth that Jesus was wrapped in. And they throw that in with kind of these news segments. And that is a whole, kind of subplot that they don't really work into any of the other stories. And what else? Their big kind of message is about gun violence and how, we can put down guns sometimes. But yeah, it shows all the gun violence and how, any random day you can get shot. And then it shows it from different perspectives and kind of has that message. And what else? They also show like a depiction of poverty as well, because, that often leads to crime. And they don't like shy away from it as well. Like in the first 5 minutes, they show you this like neglected baby that's covered in poop. And I'm just like, oh no, like this is not what I want to be seeing. But it's all in there. It's very impactful that way, I thought. And so yeah, just like an impactful kind of movie about gun violence, I would say. Also, I really did enjoy Christopher Walken in this one. I enjoy Christopher Walken in most things he appears in. I just saw him in Severance. So when I found out he was in this movie, I thought, why not give it a chance? And so he plays this homeless person, and I really did enjoy his character. He used to be like a news anchor, so he's always talking like he's still on television. And he also has this kind of weird quirk where he wants to clone Jesus.
That's the cloth they wrapped around his body when they buried him. It raises all kinds of questions. He's supposed to come again. Why not? Through cloning, who knows?
So I thought that was just such an interesting kind of aspect to his character, that he wants to clone Jesus. I think his rationale is that Jesus is like promised to come again, but why not come again through cloning? And I just thought that was a very interesting kind of an idea that did make me chuckle. And so I gotta say, Christopher Walken, yeah, did a good job. And I'll even go further than that. I'll say like all the actors actually did a pretty good job. So overall, I thought this was an impactful movie with a message, and the message being, a few people can do a few good things and change the world. And I don't know, it just kind of raised my spirits on the day that I saw it. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this film. Well, I think all of the stories are kind of undercut by the end and kind of undone as well. I think it's done in such a way where it kind of emphasizes the message, and kind of the stories are sacrificed to it, I would say, because in the end, like, it definitely leaves you with a very impactful kind of idea, but at the same time, you're like, so I guess nothing bad happened if a few good people do a few good things. And so, yeah, that's just kind of how it is, I guess. Definitely they sacrifice the stories in the end. In addition, I thought there was one story that really didn't work for me, or at least the characters didn't work. I don't know what it was, but I thought these characters are so unbelievable. Like, there's no way that these could be real people. All the other stories, I could definitely believe it, but with this one story about this courier who falls in love with this guy that she just met, I could not believe it. I was really like, are they really supposed to be like real people? And so yeah, there was this one story that was definitely worse than the others. And lastly, I don't know what's going on with Christopher Walken, but I think towards the end of this movie, he's like not there, and it's like a deep fake kind of version of him. And a deep fake is when they like computerly impose someone's face on someone else's face. And I don't know what it is. It looks very close to real life, but not quite. It's definitely like this uncanny valley effect going on there, but I don't know what it is about this deep fake. But yeah, it just kind of threw me off in the end.
Wow. You were on television.
And now, I'm here with you.
So who would I recommend this movie for? Well, I think this movie is a little slice of Americana, just like a little piece of America encapsulated in a movie. So if you kind of like that Americana vibe to movies, then yeah, totally check this one out. As for rating, I gotta give it the okay score of 4. I know that's a little bit below average, but I thought it was just okay, so, you know, a 4. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say, so like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.